are you refusing? What are you covering?
No, and this is how we're talking about conference then. I mean, you didn't subscribe to that initially, if you remember, but later when you did the conference, it was better. It went beyond imagination. So this is the same way we are pushing this narrative again to now. If we look into it, believe me, like something may come out of it.
This is the best.
Do you remember the police? It seems the toxicologist said, the pathologist said the police did not probably he was unable to retrieve the syringe from the police. This is actually a red flag.
Exactly. Where did the police keep?
This is a red flag.
Yeah. Imagine. You couldn't find something you saw at the site. Where did they keep?
Yes.
Where did they keep? They didn't even release it. Why would you?
That is a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Why did you collect the syringe if you are not going to be meant to be used for laboratory or palatal? Why is the essence of retrieving the syringe?
You cannot even destroy evidence of crime scene until after 7 years. You cannot.
That's wrong. That's wrong on its own.
Anyway, like I'm going to go back to my words. The original script for both police investigation and the coroner inquest is about to round up. The police rounded up and they have a nurse and spending for charges. Let's wait for the coroner stuff, which is coming up in June. When we hear the verdict, which of course will be shared with the DPP, and they will look at it. Who can we pin with any of these findings? And if
break the silence.
Yes.
With this new evidence, right? I think we can force the government hand to change the charges if your foundation can go ahead and put this petition we are talking about.
No, we have to wait for the verdict of the coroner inquest.
The conclusion.
You have to wait for the conclusion. There is no two ways about it.
Because you know what I'm saying, right? This set of group of government we are dealing with, they are adamant to a lot of things. Like this whole thing now that Papariano is talking about on this chemical that was put on Mohbad's body. To be honest,
organophosphate. Let me put the name up.
You are not sure whether the coroner judge will make a case out of it.
He probably don't even know a big deal. It probably that it's not even a big deal to them because they probably think that we are not going to find out or we don't know what that means. So we need to put it in their faces. Hey, you people need to pause a little bit. What is going on? Why is the smell of this poison is present on Mohbad's
guys, Susie, even if I was Mohbad's father, or Mohbad was my relative, you think by now I wouldn't have been shouting? And that's what I'm saying,
that we don't know whether the coroner judge will make sometimes judges wait for verdict. Let me explain to you, Susie. Sometimes judges, they make a sense of anything that is brought before them, sometimes at the point of judgment. The judge can come out and say, from the report or from what is being said in our court, that it is important. She might even rule that the police should go and she might even order that a new investigation should be done to establish the organophosphate. It could be anything. So until the coroner judge, and a coroner court will hear organophosphate, they know a message has been passed. But the point is, let us hear the verdict. Until we hear the verdict, we will not know where that script is heading. And nobody can take action until they make a mistake at that coroner ruling. That's when we can now take action. But if we preempt and say we want to do our own coroner court before the coroner court original one, give verdict.
We are not doing any coroner court now. You mean what I saying? What coroner court are we doing?
You don't understand. You want to go and do your own pathology. You want to do organophosphate. You want to go and do organophosphate.
Do you know coroner and police can be investigating at the same time? It doesn't stop anything.
I know, but when it comes to when there is already
And they both submit their findings to the DPP to advert on it.
I know that's what is happening here now. The DPP, the police sent report to DPP. That's why they charge us and this thing. Corona
Exactly.
is still going on.
So they can still send more results. We don't have to go through Corona.
A corona, that's what I'm telling you, that when a corona is being established by a state executive in a particular case, doing anything, go and do test, police go and do extra. The police will tell you, every test you guys want to do, there is a corona inquest running. Why should you go behind?
I don't think that's correct. Police is responsible to investigate at all time. If you have any evidence, submitted to the police can arrest and arraign individuals based on that.
You are bringing an evidence from an ongoing inquest to the police to go and investigate elsewhere.
No. You see what? No.
Let's say can work independently.
Mohbad father, let's say he run a quick organophosphate test for Mohbad and discover poisoning. He can make a petition based on that evidence to the police and tell the police to bring back everybody in that house to explain, bring people in the morgue, bring people in the house to explain how this substance get to my son's body. And police
it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If he's already before an inquest, a coroner court.
No.
If you think there is a poison, and what about why is he not bringing it back to the
court? Is not the coroner is not investigating poison.
Even before the woman gives her verdict in June, any new lead can still be brought before and say, my lord, before you give your judgment, in the light of this one, we got new war. And it can still be looked
submitted. Let's just do it, submit to the police or to the inquest. I don't have issue with that. But let's not wait.
And just maintain inquest. If after the verdict of the inquest, there is need to go and do an independent test and it can be submitted to the police. But now, no police will tell you in the same states that are doing the case. That's why technically the case was returned back to Panti, because the Panti stuff was established by the organ of the government. This set of individuals should go and investigate for the state. It's a special case. You understand what I'm saying? So anybody doing anything outside,
I think you are mixing up this. You are mixing up this. Police investigate at all time. Let's leave it at that. Police must investigate at all time. In the light of
I'm not saying they should not investigate. We are talking about laboratory tests. When there is an ongoing corona inquest in a state case, what are you talking about?
Wait, let's do something. The coroners are not medical doctors, they are lawyers. I hope you know so.
My
coroners
brother,
are lawyers. They are lawyers who are trying to establish a cause of death through a circumstantial cause. Most times, coroners is established when a medical cause of death is failed. When it's failed. Most coroners are established. Please wait. Most coroners are established when a medical cause of death is failed. And now they have to go through circumstantial, through storytelling to see what is most convincing, which can be put in the death certificate of that individual.
Not only storytelling, Paparano.
What is witness? What is witness recalling? Or recounting what they witness. That's their storytelling.
Yes, it's because they have to. You said about circumstantial evidence.
Exactly, and that's recounting or storytelling.
It must happen through human being, or somebody witnessing it, or somebody being there.
Exactly,
and that's why
storytelling, through story.
To testify, because it is a court of law. Corona court is a court of law, and they would have to do medical examination. They would post.
No. They don't have to base on medical examination. That's what I'm telling you. They don't have to base. Corona.
It's an inquest. You know the meaning of inquest? It's a broader pattern to get what actually caused the death.
It is a judicial inquiry. Lawyers inquiry.
Nobody is saying it's only medical. What I'm trying to tell you is that when you have any...
Let me ask you a question, sir. Now, let's assume somebody came up now and said, okay, I have the video. How was alive. That's a new finding, right? Are you going to keep it till the inquest is before you tender it?
That I have a video.
That
I have a video.
No. Let's assume we have somebody come up with a video now and said the video shows that this is how Mohbad was unalive. And at this point, at this junction, and we have it. Are you going to say we should hold on to it and wait for the inquest to be done? Is that not a new finding that we can add?
No, the point is, if the video. Okay, let me know when you want me to respond.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So, if the video is showing clearly what actually happened, and there is an ongoing inquest, just like when this Madura was trying to send me the stuff, immediately it was sent to the coroner inquest, and of course duplicated with the police so that they can have it as well. The reason why police was given a heads up in this one is because it was a blurred 3 seconds video, and I cannot extract the full one that will show clearly the parties in the video. So even if I take you to the coroner inquest, they will still have to hand it over back to the police to go and investigate for them and bring the finding. So to make it a easy route, you complain to the police will investigate it. In a normal society, immediately the full video is being extracted, police can charge or send it to the inquest and say, you can add this to your evidence so that you know who to charge.
That's what we are talking about in this same case. You don't have to wait for inquest to conclude. Whatever evidence we can get, we can wrap it up and send it to inquest, or take it to.
You see, the point is you are mixing yourself up. You are bringing up, you are suggesting that a new test should be done from a finding extracted from an ongoing coroner inquest, and you want to go and do external.
No. Please get me. We got the knowledge from the coroner inquest, so which we now want to act on it by putting up a team who will go right to that morgue, conduct the test on Mohbad, then establish an evidence.
Who will give you the order to go and do? Who will give you the order to go and do the test on the body?
Baba Mohbad has a pathology and he has access to the body. He has the citizen to run test on Mohbad was given to him by the magistrate.
It doesn't work that way. For you to do any external stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You would have to get an order of the court. Go and there must be an argument on it that, my lord, I suspect, can you give us an order to go and do so test again? If the order is given and it comes out to be like this and this, you still bring it back to the same inquest. You can't just say because
you already had the order. You already had the order.
To do what? To go and do specifically unilateral organophosphate on the body.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They can go to the police and get that order if they
what are you talking?
Court only.
What are you talking?
Court only.
You don't drink organophosphate. I lie.
Okay, what are we saying? Are we saying if police suspect that maybe such substance was used, police cannot order for such investigation to be carried out? They don't have a medical department. Don't the police have a medical department that they can talk to that? Okay, go and run that test. If Baba make that complaint to them, can't police talk to the medical department? Go run that test and let's see whether we're going to get that result.
The judge in that inquest is the one can give the order. I think
police too can investigate, not just judge. What are we saying?
In this case, now, if the police observe
Papa,
that,
is the police ready to work? That's the question. Is the police ready to work?
Will approach the inquest that, okay, we want to come in. They will speak with the coroner judge. We want to come in and we need an order. And if the coroner judge says, okay, go and do it. Because at the end of the day, it will still establish something that when you do that, you bring it back to us so that we can know your findings.
They are killing this case, I swear. This team, they don't keep this case.
Silent. Does that mean for what you're saying? Break the silence for what you're saying. If at this point police cannot come in and say, okay, it's a new finding, we want to go further and investigate it, that means it's looking like the police has closed their own investigation on this case, right?
And they cannot do
when you look at okay, now let me explain to you now. That question is, when police finished up the investigation, they took the culprits, they took them to court. But because it was so bogus and the investigation was so clumsy, deep, and the judge said, you know what, you brought about 7 to 8 people with this bogus investigation, and you said they've committed different offenses. I can't understand. So for us to get clarity in this particular case, that homicide investigation you brought, can you duplicate all your investigation that you have completed, duplicate it to the DPP, and let them officially advise us who has a case to answer? that is the person I want to try in this court. I cannot go further to start trying who I don't know. It's too much. I say, okay,
but
no problem.
They're already on with trial now. You mean they're already on with trial?
No, I'm explaining from you didn't hear a question. You were away. So that is how you can explain that the police have concluded their investigation. Well, that doesn't mean it is over. Because homicide case, murder case has no statute of limitation. In the light of any new evidence, police can go back to the investigation. If they find anything, they will still return it back to the DPP, and the DPP will advise them, okay, with this one that you brought, your investigation is perfect. We have who committed the crime, we have the evidence, we have the witness, we are good to go. We are charging this person. Go and arrest the person. They will arrest the person and join the person to the suit.
Mr. Yemika,
and that is why we are saying we should go after this. Because it's a new family.
Let's just try. Let us inform the Sun. I think by tomorrow, the Sun should be aware of this development, and let's see what they can make out of it.
Should be aware, okay? Or is aware?
If possible,
Papariano, I want to say this. Judge, excuse me, Mr. Tunisco. Please, before I lose this line of thought, I was on Bookie's live sometimes ago, and she said something.
Was it recently or like a week ago?
No. I mean, sometimes ago.
Okay.
She said probably she heard from the Sun that the only, even if we do pathology or toxicology.
She heard from Muyiwa.
Okay, that the result will still be the same. That the Sun said we can only get justice probably through video evidence. That was why she was trying to corroborate that all the 15 guys in the house, they have the video evidence of what pied Mohbad.
That's where she introduced her own fake whatever. Her own.
Yes. So now the point where I'm driving at is
another 3-second video like Yomi.
Where I'm driving at is it is most likely that the Sun might not possibly have any interest when it comes to any toxicology or pathology on Mohbad. They might feel like probably the same result will still come out, probably overlooking it and looking at another direction of probably looking for evidence.
But why would they give
I'm making sense?
While he's smelling organophosphate?
Yeah, that's the point, because no one actually asked that particular question in the corona. No one asked that, and it's actually a perfect point. Although from what we heard, probably they did not allow people to ask questions. They just
they have to defend their own pathology. That's how it's done.
But
they have to defend. Yes, it is their duty to defend their pathology.
Paparino, you are making it look like that pathologist was smelling organophosphate in that court. He had passive the order before he came to court. So why did he do all the tests and bring
organophosphate?
And then someone they pay no court no yen gbon oku Mohbad. O ti gbon láti do oṣù mẹ́fà. So why can't the pathologist tell us, go deep for us? Was he not paid? Shebi said he collected all his money in full.
That's the pathologist. Professionals need to be guided. See, let me say something. You see, we don't understand the script. We don't even know who briefed. Professionals need to be briefed in any case. They will now work towards whatever you briefed them about. Let's say the professional was briefed that we are suspected of poisoning or of stabbing in Mohbad body. Okay, so we want to confirm we want to know what killed this guy, Sha. But these are the things we have been hearing from different people. We heard that he had Indomie, we heard that he had this, we've heard so many things. So while they are doing their research, because investigation is wide, examination is wide, so they will now know which area to put more seriousness. So what if the person who briefed this who briefed this pathology had told him that we heard that it was nurse that killed him, a bad injection. So help us check whether that was what happened. So this man may be going on his way and he see organophosphate. Let me leave it. Let me go to the area which people are talking about to see whether we say anything.
Why would anything? They say poison. Organophosphate is poison. Why would any pathologist say, let me leave it?
That's what I'm saying. They work by guide.
Samarino, a pathologist is doing something, before you come out and say unascertained, but you don't see smell of organophosphate, why don't you conclude on that one?
They are not God.
That you are asking me to go and carry to police.
They are not God.
Which done?
I said they are not God. They are not God pathologists.
So you that you hear organophosphate under a few minutes now from Monjola, your brain tick and you think this fast. You are now thinking an expert. Papa, I go bite you.
No, though I understand you. He was supposed to stop right there and investigate further that what happened. You know, I said something earlier that what if this man even got that organophosphate and he was walking towards the direction of poisoning, but some powers came in and destroyed that. Because don't forget, for women to go out that time.
Because if he maintain poison, it can never be the nurse that is being charged. Another one starts.
Exactly. So at the point of the man trying to destroy everything he has put together about the organophosphate before, it's like he forget this particular one that Mohbad left.
No, he mentioned it to save his career passively. You're not listening to me.
Sure.
That is the technical way. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti gba owó fún match pé o gbowó pé tabaṣi ẹ tó bá rí gbọ́ wà kọ́ fi sáì gbà wá orókòṣà akọ̀ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kó o jọsẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀.
So that maybe one day, if in the future, maybe if in case anybody went to check that same body and they find that thing, they'll say, so this man is fake. You didn't even mention it. But now the man will say, I mentioned it too. But
you're not going back to what I'm saying now. You're not beginning to understand me. See, let me tell you something. There is a way I will attack things like this that I must speak in the parable or not direct. Because if you say direct, it could lead to something. So, it takes pain to speak the truth like this. So whether you like it or not, that person has come to tell you this is the cocoa, but I will touch it passively, because there is no way pathologists will see anything poison. Even if you smell it, you will not dig it.
It's not even good for animal body, not even human being. It's not good for animal.
Poison is even poison. Until bati da lara poison ni. Poison. You only poison to da lara.
Go focus.
Is there any poison that is good for the body? The cocoa of the matter is, he has come to tell you, I smell it. Oh, don't come and say I didn't know my job or you stab my reputation. So cocoa benikwe, anything that will get us justice is a video or digital evidence. That one they cannot deny it. And if the 3 seconds is blood and they could find the full one, whether at police level or corona level, they can't deny it. It cannot. It will mean that there is no escape route for those persons, and that is what they are spending everything to protect. Ask yourself, does it make any sense? So go and get Vanguard newspaper yesterday. Keep it as your archive. Our letter to the president is there, which is touching on the video evidence. Now let's see if the president and the governor will say they didn't see it. How are you? Why is your government protecting the video? Is it of national security threat? What is going on? That is what the spirit of Mohbad brought out naturally.
But the pathologist is not even ashamed of himself to say uncertain. When you suppose you come out with
you might not possibly blame the pathologist. Reporting rely lórí government pathology. Government pathology due to the fact that the body is dry. She understand the party,
but at least so you suppose know that I suppose come out with a result, not uncertain.
So, but most likely
the person to go more deep and deep to come out with something that it can be even reasonable to public. We now come out with uncertain. We are even saying in public as a professional.
Natural. That is where the truth is hiding. And that is what the family has been hiding from the police. That is why they said, we don't even want to see, just justice and then evidence law, keep it. And now, naturally, the evidence came from the family, from those that were there when Mohbad died. So it's different from the script that has been planned already. So they must round up the coroner inquest. Police investigation is already rounded up on that side. Now the new one, and that is because it's a law. In the light of a new evidence, The police have the right to investigate, and luckily, the party did not want to investigate it. We got a higher police command to investigate to a level. They must finish it up. That is what the whole truth is. So to the part, there is a higher command that can finish it up. And those ones I can tell you all for free. Wọ́n mọ̀ kọ́ ọ̀tí ẹ̀ tẹ́bá lọ bá wọn sì ẹ̀rí pa máa ṣe kíákíá.
Tí wàá gbọ́n ti wà
compromise. Àwọn gbogbo yìí ni pé ọ̀dà wa lọ padà lọ síbi tábà lọ pé bóyá gbogbo Nigerian police ni ò fẹ́ kí òótọ́ yẹn jáde. When they take us back to party. When you go to a bigger institution now, you realize that àwọn tó ju party náà wọ́n sọ pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Irú case wo lélẹ̀? They want to finish up. And when they finish up, the truth when it's out, then the party will have no choice than to say, oh, àti try o. Àwọn ọ̀gá wa ló gbé jáde o, so we have to finish up the job. That's what we are saying.
Kò tó bá yẹ pé èèyàn yìí pé wọ́n ti wà compromise, èèyàn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ òòrí successful. Ibi iṣẹ́ mi wà ṣe iṣẹ́.
Corona Court is Lagos State stuff, under Lagos State. Party is under Lagos State.
Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn, and then you have the passion 100% that you want to get something out. Who killed this guy? But àwọn kan tẹ̀ wọ́n ṣe investigation. Wàá bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan ò parí. I don't know how some people are feeling. When you started something and you cannot finish.
It's not easy to pursue truth in this country.
In
this country, it's not easy to pursue truth. Gbogbo wa, how are we raised?
That's the problem there.
Lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ bring down.
That's the problem. Ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tipẹ́.
Blackmail.
That's the truth.
How we are raised, when we're growing up, it has affected our psyche and our IQ. Want to damage. Irọ́ burúkú kẹ́ máa bá ti yànjẹ́ lójú ọmọ kékeré. Kẹ́ máa kágbàlagbà méjì máa pa irọ́ papọ̀ níbi tí ọmọ kékeré wà kẹ́dẹ̀ perfect ẹ̀.
Gbogbo nǹkan tó fi affect gbogbo àwọn bàbá Fẹlá nìyẹn. Ẹ wo àbáyẹn ìgbà tó wà láyé. Gbogbo nǹkan tó fi rọ́ tó bá ti ń sòótọ́ báyìí wọ́n máa go after the man. Gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó fi affect àwọn bàbá yẹn nìyẹn. Ó ti ń ṣe láti 19th century up till now kò sí changes.
Ẹlẹ́yìn lẹ́ ń tọ́mọ dáadáa. Òyìnbó tó bá fẹ́ parọ́ ẹ bá ké John, can you please excuse mom and dad? Tó bá argue, could you please excuse mom and dad? Irọ́ ni tẹ̀yìn tó bá ti ń parọ́ tẹ̀yìn argue papọ̀. Màá sọ pé wọ́n ló bá tiẹ̀ gẹ̀ wàá rí sí ìjẹ́kọ̀ débi. Màá ní wọ́n gọ́gọ́ ló fọ́. Ó ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Àwọn yẹn dẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Òun ló fọ́ o. Àwọn yẹn dẹ̀ bàbá rẹ̀ sí lu onítọ̀hún yẹn. Ọmọ ìyá bàbá yẹn pé yé wow. My mom said she's going to lie that my dad did it, and when people came, is when I know my dad didn't do it, and they were beating my dad. Wow! So when you say it against who you don't like, it will work well. Then that's how a child become a pathetic liar. Ẹ̀rọ àmàlẹ́yìn lẹ́ ń tọ́mọ dáadáa òyìnbó ò tọ́mọ dáadáa. So ìbò ń parọ́ bí tọ́mọ wọn wà lẹ́yìn máa parọ́ ẹ̀ máa ṣe.
Òyìnbó ò parọ́ báyẹn. Ó lè irọ́ ni wọ́n fi pè.
Ẹ jẹ́ kọ́ round up Corona Inquest.
Mr. Yomi, truth is bitter.
Yeah.
Truth is bitter. So, and I salute your courage. I salute your doggedness. Just keep moving. We are behind you.
Thank you so much.
We are behind you.
Thank you.
We are behind you.
Sọ̀rọ̀ pé mo fi jẹ́ káwọn àwọn bàbá tó ti ń jà fágbà ìgbàlá látàyè ìgbà yẹn náà mo gba àwọn bàbá Fáṣẹ̀hùn, àwọn Aníkúlápó Kútì tí wọ́n they just after the man because he was saying the truth and they don't want to hear that truth. After his life, after his mother's life, and then they make sure they destroy everything. All the truth the man was trying to say pass through them. All the government inú ẹ̀ ti lọ wọ́n ti ń ṣe ti pẹ́.
ẹ jẹ́ kí òótọ́ tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé gbogbo wọn tó wà nílé yẹn it is a possibility that there is a possibility they all know wọ́n ti jọ jókòó wọ́n ti accuse ara wọn èmi ni mo ṣe báyìí èmi ni mo bá jà báyìí eléyìí ló parí ẹ̀ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn èmi mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn tó fi ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tó ṣe kinní kan à ń try láti fún lóògùn àṣe kinní kan adẹ̀ní kan sóúnjẹ kó lè ara rẹ̀ lè bá yá the next thing mo kọ̀ rí pé èmi mọ̀ pé nǹkan báyìí lẹ́nu ìfi sí gbọ̀gbà tí mo lọ wo kámẹ́rà ni mo bá bẹ́ẹ̀ pé nǹkan báyìí ló ń ṣe sí mo jẹ́ gbèsè kí ló dé ṣe báyìí fẹ́ gbọ́n ẹ kí ló dé at the end of the day they want to cover it up. Ìkan ní evidence bíjà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ìkan evidence bó ṣe poison ohun tó wà lẹ́nu yẹn that's why it is unnatural for ìyá tó bí ọmọ ẹ̀ kó wá rí i pé ọmọ kékeré tó ọmọ òun fẹ́ kó wá máa ju aṣọ kó máa ju but eventually we got to hear that kò wá ń ṣòwò nìkan how do you explain the blessing throwing substance fetish substance sí grave because they know it àṣírí máa tún kọ́kọ́ máa ṣẹlẹ̀ there is something they did do you understand.
Yes.
So gbogbo tí public iṣẹ́ wá pé kọ́bọ̀ òun rán àwọn member of the family tó kú irresponsible rán lọ́wọ́ wọn ẹ̀tún wá fẹ́ gba justice náà àwọn family yẹn náà lẹ́jọ́ ń pariwo lẹ́ ń kó gbogbo fund fún lẹ́ ń kó gbogbo resources fún lẹ́ ń fi síwájú kọ́bọ̀ bá yín wá justice they will divert us to where they don't like what we don't want and that is what is happening here.
Yes, of course, yes, that's true.
That's what is happening here government will look at it àwọn náà ló wá ń bá wa pa àwọn interest they will look at it all on evidence wà. Except we on air they board support the torture we can't torture them so they have the evidence they will make it difficult for us and they are the ones that tomoku tobakpa àwọn pé ẹ wá testify because government will look at it ta la fẹ́ pé náà lè kó wá testify against and ta ló máa dá wa lóhùn ẹni ká pursue case for in public not knowing that the people that committed the crime are not the outsiders that we went to arrest and is in the house if we arrest and say okay come and testify against yourself who will come and testify where is the evidence that we want to use they have it they won't release it.
ẹ tún wo ní pathology yẹn náà nídìí irú àwọn ọlọ́pàá yẹn sìn tó kó sínrin yẹn ni pathology náà mò ń béèrè wọn ò release ẹ fún àwọn tí mo pa àwọn kan náà ló máa command wọn pé wọ́n release ẹ o ó ní nǹkan tó.
kí ló fún yín láṣọránsì pé syringe tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ṣe fake lọ kó fọlọ́pàá ẹjọ́ ọlọ́pàá ṣẹ̀ dé nílé Mohbad almost about a week or 2 weeks after ọba ti da fake syringe síbẹ̀ nǹkan they would have changed the syringe now. Police will tell you what are you saying.
Now, sir.
No one let them bed. It wasn't a crime scene. They didn't condone the house. You know what? Call them between us if you listen. Ṣé syringe lọ ti lọ kó sínú mi kan akọ ẹgbẹlẹ ẹkọlẹ fún wọn ìgbà tó ti ń yọ CCTV lọ wá sọ pé syringe yẹ kó kúrò mbẹ o tó wá rán test kọ́ máa bẹ́ẹ̀ bú mbẹ kẹ́ rán 50 million test lára syringe yẹn wàláì omi sẹ́mísẹ́mí lẹ́wọ̀n bá mbẹ.
ló bá tán a bá gbé wọn dé Saudi.
mo lè fi ọlọ́run bá búra omi sẹ̀mísẹ̀mí lẹ́ẹ̀ máa bá mẹ́.
wọ́n bá já sí Saudi wọ́n á tún wá wọn béè lọ́wọ́ ibo la tún já sí báyọ̀ lọ́rùn.
So people should understand. Look at this David Sam say why are you different? See the point is people don't get it. Lagos State Police Command Panti are the one started with this investigation. I want them to hold responsible. But to get the better part of this investigation, you have to use other upright police to do the job and bring the truth out. Just the way the command is doing, Zonal command is doing, Zone 2. So why would I be insulting police that are helping me to bring out the truth against the police that? So people don't know the difference.
And everybody can see they are not ready to do. You have to force them. Force. They are not ready to do investigation.
I want Zone 2 require force. They went straight and do the job because I am a public and I complain to them.
And they are willing to do it.
But at the end of the day, Pantio.
Wọ́n ti náà lágbára tó wọ́n ti wà compromise wọ́n ti rà wọ́n pa wọ́n máa jóná gbogbo bẹ̀yẹn a máa dáná sùn bẹ̀yẹn tó bá ṣọ́ra.
Ṣé àwọn pàǹtí tó ti ṣe investigation wọn sọ pé anaphylactic reaction ni Mohbad ní the injection by the nurse ẹ wá ní kó tó wá lọ ṣe investigation.
kó continue public máa dáná sùn gbọ́ ọ́fíìsì wọn yẹn tó bá ṣọ́ra tí wọ́n máa dáhùn ọmọ oró tó máa bínú tán.
Pàǹtí tó sọ pé on the 12th investigation àwọn sọ pé on the 12th and Baba said on the 11th every other person saying on the 11th so they now return the case to the people that did 12 that said it's lost. So what do you want them to bring after?
ìgbà tó máa rí bínú public ìgbà yẹn wá tó ní gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ní Sanwó-Olú á tó mọ̀ pé Mohbad kèsì yìí lóbi ṣeré-ṣeré tó mọ̀ kó tí mo dọwọ́ bò àwọn tó ń pè tó ń kọ́ fún wọn.
CK lọ́mọ but higher authority the federal government can still come in because if the police is on the exclusive list police is under Lagos State government so the federal government can still use the police not necessarily Lagos State Police Command Panti they can still use the other part of the government or police to investigate Mohbad's case and bring the truth out if the public continue to persist, especially with new evidence.
Yeah,
Is this new evidence?
With them, they don't want to go further because they want to. I want to sanwó fún wọn, àwọn kan ti rà wọ́n pa ni. But tí o bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni báwọn ṣe máa ní a lot of evidence with them and they don't want to go deeper.
Evidence wo ló wà lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá? Ṣé CCTV ló wà lọ́wọ́ wọn ni àbí fídíò tí àdúrà àti Dàmọ́lá Ṣẹ́múlẹ̀ àbí wò lè wà lọ́wọ́? Tell me which one.
Syringe náà wà lára ẹ̀ and then fídíò.
Syringe wo lẹ́yìn 10 days lọ́sẹ̀ rí syringe.
Okay, fídíò nǹkan ṣé ẹgún ti bá a gbé jáde láti jẹ́ tí wọ́n kàn.
Fídíò wo? Ẹ ń sọ wípé àti pé fídíò yẹn ò exist ní 2023 now. Wọ́n ti yọ CCTV kúrò. Ọlọ́pàá mọ̀ pé èèyàn kan ní fídíò ní phone. They deceive the police. Police will not know whether they have it in their phone. The only thing you guys will say is they should have run phone forensic. But in a case whereby it's the same family that doesn't want that to happen, and they are going back to tell the same police and say, okay, who is now asking for justice? He said it's the public. Who is the public? Where is the complaint? They said they complain on social media. Come and follow social media. Did they come to that picture?
Ó yẹ kí wọ́n go more deeper láti get it because ó ló máa fún wọn ní clear nǹkan tí wọ́n nídìí tí ó yẹ kó tiẹ̀ ní argument tó láti rí gbogbo
ohun tó ń play pẹ̀lú wa ni pé the family are not asking for justice.
Imagine.
The police want to investigate for who? Is it for family, for the public? You might be thinking the family are asking, but behind, they are telling the police that we are not part of the public asking for justice, so we are not interested. If you ask us for the truth or what happened, we won't tell you. We are not even interested. Nothing happened. Just let's go and do whatever. So they only need to put one family member to be playing the role of seeking for justice so that the public will not suspect the entire family. And the public that is asking for justice, they will say, who are they? Which body? They didn't organize themselves. We don't know which of them is petitioning. They only use social media to complain. And that's what they are just telling you. That you all sit on social media, you are complaining, you want the government to go and work for you. Come offline. Now that we are coming offline, now the story is changing because we have an organized body. Normally from beginning there should have been Justice for Mohbad movement. And NGOs will come in. The only NGO that was standing in was Iyabo Ojo's NGO. And she backed off. So it's a problem to 1 year. The standard procedure is who is seeking justice? Who is seeking justice for Mohbad? Can the complainant? No family member complain to the police.
No, Yomi, on that you are very right on that, and that is what we tried to set up in March last year to do exactly what you have just said. And there are so many great people that put us together to start all of those procedures. So when they now notice that, let's say these people don't they go past our what do we want to, Muiwa came and destroy everything.
You are very now the truth. So now that we are now organizing ourselves, they don't want us to be united as a public, so that we will not go. That's why they even antagonize public lawyer. All those they attack dogs that negate public lawyer. That is a script they gave to them. So all of you that followed those set of people, you are doing something evil to Mohbad. It's native intelligence. Simple. So if we are united and the way we are going now, I can tell you for free, Justice Mawa 6, government will bring new evidence, pursue it the right way, they will stand by the public. But any public talking without evidence, the government will tell you what should we do. You are saying God, public, give us justice for bad. Evidence, complaint, competition. They are like, you, the public, are supporting the family, doing everything with the family. Can't you all see that none of them is seeking justice? But if you lead the struggle for public, you are taking on. He wouldn't go to the police. The nurse was kept there for 4 months. He didn't go there and check, say, where is it? The question is, if you write a petition to the police, if you claim that you went to police station with Mohbad's body, they didn't listen to you. Now that the police have listened and they've arrested enough, did you go there did you pursue it? He's saying that the police should come to him. An actor, an NGO, went to do help you, get deep, gave you the number of the police. It is your duty now.
No
you are the leader of the. You are the leader. You are the one they said you are leading the investigation. And in Lomoiku, this is the number of the police that we have been able to meet up with. They said, "Am I the one to go and meet the police? The police should come and meet me." He said, "Me number gbogbo nǹkan ni mo bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ sọ pé mo fún ọ nọ́mbà neighbor Mohbad as if I'm a toddler, so I will go and put my life at risk in that way, and you are my only person." Àṣé mo fi ẹ̀mí ara mi wéwu ni ọtún parọ́ gbà tí mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbogbo wa mú ìwà yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣé ẹ̀ ti gbàgbọ́ pé lóòótọ́ ni mo fi nọ́mbà yẹn lẹ̀, and they still kept up put some people and say Yomi should provide where is the number, the screenshot.
Goresin yẹn sọ náà èmi tákù Goresin yẹn lórí platform kan jẹ yẹn ó ní Yomi ò send ẹ sí bàbá mo ní sórí ìwà àti bàbá yẹn tí ẹjọ sórí ẹ̀yìn.
Money, I'm deleting this now because I don't want to leave the number on the phone.
ìyẹn tó bá sọ yẹn fún kí ló yẹ sọpọlẹ òṣìṣẹ́ ó pẹ bàbá yẹn òṣìṣẹ́ ni I'm deleting the one only
irọ́ ni wọ́n ṣe rí pé gbà tí mo ti múlẹ̀ yẹn bàbá ẹsikrimọ̀ ṣe mo fẹ́ delete ẹ̀kọ́ ọba kàmọ́ ní fóònù.
ẹ tún sọ fún bàbá rẹ kò ò ní fi mẹ́sẹ̀gì yẹn.
èmi tí mo fi room number hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tí mo wà mo send the live current location mo sọ gbọ́ ẹ̀ mo sọ mi wà ní fi nọ́mbà ẹni tí mo pè tí bá yọ síbi
ìṣúni tí bá lọ. báwa mọ̀ tó ṣe ń screenshot kò wá ní báírò láti sáré kọ́lẹ̀ pé àti sáré kọ ò nǹkan tó wà important.
nítorí pé we are not looking for the same thing even tí mo fi lọ tí mo fi bọ̀ gbogbo bàbá yóò tẹ̀ bèrè pé ṣe wà lálàáfíà ṣé èèyàn kan ló bí èmi.
imagine.
So how can I be fighting for your son, risking kó one naira fún mi fún mi lówó? You don't know where I got the money from. And you cannot even follow up with me. Mo tún wá bínú, mo ní pé mo tún wá ṣe wàhálà ẹlẹ́lẹ́kejì sí CCTV neighbor. Àbúrò yín power of attorney yín la tún bá ń bẹ̀. He didn't even say a word. Ẹ̀yọ́ wá ní pé kí n má bínú the next thing. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ sí bàbá. Ó gbọ́ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ rò pé nǹkan tí mo là kọjá yẹn is not enough for me to express myself angrily towards the person that I lead. Gbogbo nǹkan tí mo bá là kọjá làwọn yìí máa là kọjá ẹ̀yin gan máa là kọjá àwọn ẹ̀pù yín là sọ pé ọmọ yín máa là kọjá ọmọ yín tí ò ṣẹ̀ wá ẹ̀yin fúnra yín gan máa là kọjá wọ́n á wá òkú yín wọ́n tẹ̀ ní tọ́wọ́ máa sin yín báyìí bó jẹ́ èkánná yín àbí kakọ̀ lọ́rí tọ́ bá sí òjò máa rò ó máa tún wú jáde ó máa ṣàn dànù ẹ̀ ní padà nísìnyí because it's horrible ẹ gbogbo náà lọ́dọ̀ tó ń ṣe.
Ntọ́pọ̀lẹ̀ bá ṣiṣẹ́ èèyàn sọ fún mi pé I save this number o I will delete it o kí ni wàá ṣe wàá save ẹ̀.
ó save ẹ̀ àdìgbà ẹni náà ìyẹn ló fi rí threat nǹkan tí lady yẹn fi gba threat message nìyẹn now ó jọ gàtẹ́ kò jọ gàtẹ́ nígbà tó tún wá padà lọ́ba tàtún padà mú gẹ́ẹ̀ nọ́mbà gẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lẹ́gẹ̀ẹ́ fún ẹni tí Mr. Muyiwa yẹn lọ sí estate Mohbad kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n tún padà send on lọ hack into a database pé dáì pé lè yóò gbọ́ pa wọ́n tún hack into a database wọ́n wá gba gbogbo details lady yẹn jáde wọ́n wá send ẹ̀ Mr. Muyiwa wá bọ́ sórí social media wọ́n ní Bíọ́dún làwọn kan ló convince òun ló méyàn tóun múlẹ̀ fún ntí èmi tẹ́mi ṣe wàhálà tí mo ṣe wàhálà tí mo risk life mi lọ tí mo gbọ́ sọ pé ó yá give it to the legal team give it to the power of attorney mo wá filẹ̀ àwọn kan dẹ̀ ṣe ń defend yẹ wọ́n dẹ̀ rò pé àwọn tó máa ṣe tánà di ọmọ wọn ò ní sílẹ̀ gbogbo ohun tẹ́ bá ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀ma gbà ń di justice of Mohbad tó máa jẹ iṣẹ́ ìjẹ́ kan.
Ìṣàmà ló tàbí the boss mi ò rántí ẹnìkan tó sọ́nà méjì náà wípé àwọn ṣe forensic àwọn gẹ́ẹ̀tì fóònù nǹkan tó máa lead wọn láti ṣe forensic fún Mohbad náà wọ́n fún bàbá yẹn náà ìyẹn náà ó domi.
So to speak the truth to ourselves now to this morning the police naturally they don't have any problem bringing justice to Mohbad. But unfortunately,
the boss man, yeah,
the family who they expect to be the main complainants. Wọ́n yí musi public, wọ́n dẹ̀ lọ sọ fọlọ́pàá pé ẹ ti pè wá tí wá bì ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ we want to go and kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe dára yín láàbò fún ẹ jẹ́ kí n rí ọ̀gá. The entire family we are not interested in all these things. We are not interested at all. So what happened? Who is now asking for justice? That's what we are telling you, all of us. Look at, we are not asking. I don't know who is in the public that is looking for justice. So, is one in Yabo that is doing. So you guys have accepted fate, and you will not query us later. That's why the Baba is not willing to query any police officer.
And the boss man, wọn làwọn gẹẹtì nǹkan tó máa lead wọn tí wọn gẹ ọ dàbí pé fóònù Mohbad gangan tó ń lò wọn dẹ̀ gẹẹtì serial number gbogbo nǹkan tí wọn máa fi ṣe forensic fóònù yẹn at least tó máa fún wọn ní many things on that phone wọn gbélé bàbá àwọn legal team àbí kí ló legal team àti kítíkà lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ domi.
Ask yourself, Tunisco. Fọláṣadé said òun rí ẹ̀jẹ̀. Nígbà tó ń wọnú ilé Mohbad ẹni tó fojú rí nǹkan. Invite yẹn wá ẹ lọ invite ẹni tí ò wọnú ilé Mohbad.
Imagine.
So why can't the baba push that Fọláṣadé yẹn ni kò pè wá. The Karimo olóhùn náà òun rí railing tó fọ́ òun ṣe kinní kan òun testify pé ó jà wọ́n pè sí kóòtù kò dáhùn. Justice and so you can't blame the government, you can't blame the police that said, okay, what script would they use to satisfy the public so that this case can go down? They look for a script that would nullify and say, okay, am I helping? And they gave a perfect script that will keep all of us quiet eventually. Police investigation this way, coroner inquest this way, period. I want to buy a breaking smart. And it was going to work then because there is no evidence that is going to come from the same family. Evidence as eyewitness account. Even the driver that is saying something, he cannot confirm whether Mohbad died or not. So nobody that can be used. The doctor, he only saw Mohbad's dead body. He cannot tell you who died Mohbad. So all those testimony might look alluring, might look interesting, but in the court of law, to the DPP, they will say, with what this doctor said, with what this driver said, who by Mohbad? Who are we going to charge? Nothing. So it might look interesting, but in the court of law, it will not be used like directly until there is something that is very, very circumstantial in this one, which is in form of a video evidence or a credible eyewitness account. If maybe Adura, DJ Bami, OG come out and say, my conscience is hurting me. I want to speak my truth. This is what happened on that day. And if he admitted to a statement before the police, it becomes valid. If he's saying it on social media from far out, they will say, come in and establish it according to the law. That's what we'll present. We might add your video on social media, but you must still put it in the court of law. Put it before the police, write a statement and sign it that this is your eyewitness account. And if truly you were there and it's established that you are there, then you are a credible eyewitness. But any other person, okay, so for driver, who pied Mohbad? He will say, I don't know. All I know is that they came out and this happened and they fought. We are looking for what pied Mohbad. Okay, you doctor, what pied Mohbad? Who pied Mohbad? No, I don't know who did. But I know they brought him dead. Okay, step aside. Circumstantial evidence. But it's not leading us directly. So we are looking for a direct link. Thomas, okay, this is the role or this will happen to Mohbad. And they carry there, maybe do 1 minute. And the story might change. And that is where the public will start looking for. You want them to give us justice? Bring your evidence. Now the public has evidence. 3 seconds video. Police extract the remaining for us. They start their own Indian film. And then we can still get it. So let's relax our mind. Let's relax our mind and let's pray. But it's not an easy ride though. So if the Baba is trying to, if he's going to come back to the public and say, okay, you know what, I've been trying to change my own stuff. I want to stand by the public because I will still need the public tomorrow. If not, if the Baba is going this way, if Adura is going this way, no matter how they try, they cannot get the public again.
Good, the separate way.
No, you can still redirect the step. They can still redirect the step.
80% them, bàbá ti tẹ̀ sí wọn lójú.
Ẹ má fún lẹ́jù. Tí bàbá fẹ́ retrace step wẹ̀ fún ọ láyè. Ẹlẹ́wọ̀n yìí kan ní pé àyè ṣì wà. Láti tọ́mọlúàbí ẹ ṣe, kọ́ tọ́mọlúàbí wọn ṣe. He is under pressure. Ṣé gbogbo àwọn wèrè tó wà lára àdúgbò ẹ̀ náà tó? That's if he is not the one orchestrating this whole stuff. If he's just being manipulated and used, he can still retrace his step. I get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the video was deleted as said, can't it be retrieved? Yes, it can be retrieved, but police are the ones that can only retrieve it.
Orin tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe sí onílé lánàá onílé tó láìkí bàbá yẹn bí wèrè ó tún gbé síbẹ̀ onílé àlọ́ba ibi tó láìkí bàbá yẹn dé kí wọ́n á gbọ́ pé bàbá yẹn fẹ́ àrẹ́sì onílé nítorí pé ọ̀gá ẹ̀ ṣe kinní kan.
Normal.
It's a very very funny something. But
normal. So let's round up and let's be hopeful that God will make a way. So, Paparano, I don't help you to moderate. Paparano.
Ó wà lórí call. Ó dà kó wà call.
So,
Organophosphate and Paparano. Organophosphate. Oníkẹ́ni bóun gbẹ́nu kẹ́bóun gànú sí.
Organophosphate. Ojololuwa. Organophosphate Paparano.
New title.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká dó de report Corona Inquest. The judge has a reputation and integrity. So
our advice and the cases. So whatever the family want to do with it is up to them. But now they cannot see that the responsibility of poisoning. So however they want to use it. Look coming.
No, they took advantage of the problem.
If we say we should wait for Corona, the problem. I mean, me, we're all right. I'm all right.
Okay. Like I tell you, if you want to fight this thing, which is not because we are fighting the government, it's just to tell them that whatever it is that the family and some fragments of police have scripted, because the investigation and the whole stuff is gone that direction. So let it conclude. When they conclude, the only lifeline we have is that, and the beautiful thing is that, in the light of a new evidence, investigation can resume on Mohbad's case. That is where they cannot escape. And it is not even us. The public wanted an evidence. And Mohbad said, I will provide it for you guys. And he provided
if you look at it, right? There's no time I will not blame Mohbad and his gang and his pathology, because October last year I was screaming, can we see the pathological report on Mohbad's death so that before the inquest resume we can quickly do something else if we don't have a favorable result. Imagine we have seen this organophosphate since October and inquest is resuming February. Wouldn't we have planned to go second autopsy? The order was still with the father.
I told him that they should open it. They said they can't. What I'm trying to tell you is that all those ones are part of a script. See, whether you like it or not.
They said any to some autopsy could the autopsy, imagine.
Which is totally wrong. Which is a lie. Even if you can't see, the lawyer can be briefed. Because he's the one that was given the order that requested that I want to go and do my private stuff.
Especially Sanchit.
Exactly. He would have been briefed and he would have formed his defense against that. So that when he's going to be asking this question, he won't be looking like an alien to the pathologist he brought. But whatever the case may be, where is the money going to be coming from for the private autopsy? Is it not the same public?
They have more than enough money. The one they did, they promised to even do 3 autopsies at the time. They promised 3 autopsies.
The cocoa of the matter is this.
From 3 different pathology. How come they only end up with 1?
Until you accept that everything is part of the script. So they have already given the Baba that
Baba is part of the script. Baba is part of the script.
You are just accepting now.
You know, like what happened here with no, not now. What are you saying, please now? Me, I'm the strongest antagonist on this case, even before you came to TikTok. Please.
Yes, now.
I didn't know that.
Put some respect on Ghana first. Even you two, I was against you at some point. Me,
I know you. I didn't know you are. You know, I'm about to confirm that you are ballet. That means you are ballet. You are ballet.
Me, I know the any of ballet. Ori afẹ́fẹ́ la wa.
Ballet tó tún kàwé ni o kò ṣe àwọn ballet.
Ballet.
Wọ́n kan giri. Wọ́n kan giri.
See, àwọn ní explanation. Èyí tí explain ti pé bàbá ti feel it. What I'm saying is that whether Baba is happy with the script or not, it's possible that the Baba inside him is not happy with what they ask him to follow.
No, please, Yomi, see. If we say, we can analyze Baba Mohbad anyhow, but there's one thing that I'm always looking at. For Baba Mohbad to be telling us to go meet one useless brother somewhere in America who have abandoned, who have left Nigeria since when we don't even know. It's making look like this that a pastor you in context she but eka to so aburo mi kan so that I'm blame where e ma yeri
ó dàbí pilate ni ìgbà tán ní pé kó pa Jésù ó ní máa yóò ṣe ẹ dẹ̀ ní kí n pa ó ní okay ẹ lọ gbómi wá he now washed his hand. But if you wash your hand, you wash your conscience.
Abarano,
can he wash his conscience?
So, Mr. Mumai, only adopted brother.
If that Muiwa is actually somebody who is very intelligent and critical, very arrogant an individual. However, whatever the case may be, I will still keep my reservation that inside the Baba's heart, maybe that's why he said maybe come me underline it. He is not happy, but powers that be, I am saying, when they were having the meeting and agreeing on how to deceive the public, because part of it deceiving the public is let me go and bury the boy quickly before he gets exposed, and what we agree we'll maintain it. And when they made the Baba to go and bury Pem, they now start changing they want to do another meeting. And they say, we have used the Baba finish. And they say, Emile Lo, do you understand? Because he keep mentioning meeting after meeting. The question is this, which meeting are you doing? I am saying, which meeting are you doing?
How to plan.
Whatever the case may be, you guys would have to directly go back to the natural script. Because all this whole story, I went to police, I went to report, even the police have not even responded. They might even be lying against the police.
This is super story.
All of you were judging the police without even hearing the police side. I don't know this kind of a public. Every other person should be able to say, we need to write to the police. They need to respond to that day.
Can I just on that?
But
police
Mr.
said that
Yemi,
if the family member come to them and say they don't want investigation, that they won't do that case at all. So what if this family have told police, fake investigate the kakao, whether 3 seconds, whether 4, 5 or 6,
because if the police will investigate, they will need all the members of the house to speak the truth. Which of them have spoken the truth? Which of them have accused anybody? So how do you want to force eyewitness account? Is it the public that will force it out? If the police will investigate on behalf of the public, they will need to scrutinize the family, and a lot of them say we are not interested. That is what we are seeing. That's the script we are seeing. That is why the Baba is telling us after 2 years that my son died on the 11th, not on the 12th. The mother is saying Monday. Immediately the story changed. She said no, it's on Tuesday. A mother will not know when the child died. Even every mother, as illiterate as any mother will be, they will know whether I gave birth on Ajo Alamisi, Ojo Aje. A mother that wants to collect 5 million on Monday will not know it is on the day I wanted to collect 5 million my son died. She mentioned Monday in different video, which is a clear testimony that you know what you are saying, madam. It wasn't a mistake. You repeated it in different interview. Now, suddenly, after they all agreed, they carry scripts, give all of them. The public that wants justice has no evidence, has no complainant, has no NGO pursuing for them. They said, where are they complaining? Where are the public? They said, who are the people asking for justice then? The family said, we are not asking. Who is asking for justice? Public. Who are the public? They are on social media. That's what they are playing to you.
On TikTok.
They are talking here. I want to stop fear. They are saying, I don't for la I don't shake easy. It's not about looking for glory. That bookie there is like I got my social media back in law and go on to offline power long power. Cases you want to know millions, that's if you divert in law. You want to redirect it back just by talking. Baba, now they go, Jade. Or Kagbo.
Don't just keep in mind the organophosphate, whatever you do.
Yeah. When you are ready, call me. When you are ready for organophosphate, I'm ready to stand by the public, but we must do it the right way, like we are doing now. Engaging them physically.
Scientific platform.
We are fighting the family now. Whoever has the edge, the family is pushing the police to this side. The public is pushing the police to this side. The family, they have evidence they are covering. The public, we have a small evidence that we want the police to expose. Let's see who the police will listen to. So if we push further, the police will listen to us and the government, but not the ones that had an agreement or had done anything with the family from the first script. We won't get anything out of it. We have to look for our own set of police that will do our work. And then political solution will be have to end this stuff, and that is where Mohbad is going to get justice. That is the reality on ground.
Paparano, you have to invite a lot of scientific now to along the comment station. They should come and Ganusi.
Let them come up. Me, I always bring them here. If you have any,
to come up,
if you think organophosphate is not the way to go now, please come up. The new narrative now is organophosphate.
Let them come up. If you are a doctor of compensation, send your request. You have to Ganusi on organophosphate.
I am your card. Paparano, you must come to the Abuja protest, though.
Who me?
Paparano.
Who me?
You will not come, Abi.
Who me?
No, kò ní Paparano announce Baálẹ̀ orí afẹ́fẹ́ tó lọ fàáfàá ó lọ fàáfàá.
Don't worry. We need a backup. Stay on afẹ́fẹ́. I will bring our backup here.
Mr. Yomi kò ń ṣe baálẹ̀ kápẹ́ńtà kò ṣe baálẹ̀ bricklayer scientific gidi tó kàwé tó ní.
Ẹ jẹ́ lọ gbọ́ part 2 album kẹ́mọ̀ bóyá ó tẹ̀ tí ó expatiate yín bẹ̀.
Part 2 ti jáde.
So let's be hopeful. We're going to get justice anyway. Now that
Ayamika
Rami, Tony School, how na day?
I did.
I want to be going.
The leadership, we are loyal, sir.
The leadership,
you are loyal to your government. Your
government, you are leading the protest in Abuja.
We shall oblige with.
Ijọba break the silence.
Sir,
you are leading the protest in Abuja.
No, you lead, we follow, sir. You lead, we follow.
No. Wait, is your
Ayamika has led before now. She has led one before.
No, the things are not done that way. It is a terrain. I know they do I am saying she's leading.
What makes me loyal to your government is following your order. Once you are available, I am next in command. I cannot be in command. No, I'm loyal, sir.
Wait now, Shebi is the federal capital territory. It's the seat of power. That's where you are holding.
Yeah,
I'm not holding it.
Don't forget that she's even an honorable in that region where she's an honorable. She earned that title year last year.
The government too. She's collecting government salary.
It's a joke. Who earned title honorable politically?
Yes, now.
So don't worry, Amika. Don't worry. Everything will be done the right way.
Yeah.
We will notify the National Assembly. A petition will go to the National Assembly. It will be followed with a protest. And so many other things that we're going to be doing. I am saying.
Yeah. No problem. We'll talk about it now, Oga. If you can't carry or come social media, it go hard for you. Wallahi.
No, they hard.
More talk those ones on outside.
Wait. Gbogbo yẹn mọ̀ pé strategy ni gbogbo nǹkan. Ọgbọ́n ló gbà o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wò mí ìyẹn lè máa kó bóyá kí kò sí àkàìbà ń bẹ̀. Ó gba ọgbọ́n because don't let me even blow that stuff to you. You want me to tell you? Anything you
underground,
wait now. I know what to say to her underground. This one I'm saying is public sensitization, not to you. Some things I'll play as if I'm talking to you. I know who I'm directing it to. I get what I'm saying. So Emma forgot tell me to machine jube yẹn. Àwọn people yìí àjọ ń bára wa ọ̀bọ tó rí náà kíni àwòrán wo ni ẹlẹ́yà tó ṣiṣẹ́ ń dì.
Ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ síra wa ni.
You now get it. But Baba now ya wèrè.
Dálé orí afẹ́fẹ́.
Tó pọ̀.
So,
Mr. Yomi, ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Mo mọ̀ wípé kò lè ẹ ti máa ṣe yẹn sílẹ̀ o. I know you would have done all that, but I'm looking at a way. I don't want them to thwart your outing that day. Don't let them bring anti-justice or àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ tó kàn máa bára wọn jà tó máa gbé lórí àwọn tẹ̀jọ́ ń rìn yẹn. Ṣé understand nǹkan tí mo mean? So I would have mo mọ̀ pé tí máa ṣe yẹn. I know you are not dumb. You would have done all that. So I think to jáwé sóbì yàrá. Jáwé sóbì lórí eléyìí.
Maybe you should pay for security. You should pay for security.
Security.
Tí sọ pé àti mo dé tù. Ẹ ṣáà máa wò wá.
Mr. Yomi, a wà lẹ́yìn yín tó bá ti jẹ́ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ bí a ṣe máa rí justice for Mohbad yìí. You understand? A wà lẹ́yìn yín o.
Public ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ máa gbọ́.
Meanwhile,
public ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ wá justice fún Mohbad ni. Àṣẹfẹ́ rìn bó ṣe yẹ ká rìn. And the
mo tẹ̀
government
láìkọ̀rọ̀ tẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀.
will listen to us. Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn, bọ́tà lọ complain, ní evidence. We're thinking that the family thank you behind the wall. They are seeking justice, and we thought somebody else did it. Meanwhile, ara wọn ni so ti ń rùn. So there is no way they will gbé yín débẹ̀. Ọmọ abóbó yìí ni pé àwọn wèrè. Wọ́n tún àjọ ń palójú àwọn náà tún tọ́ kí sẹ́yìn wa. Ní ọmọ káwọn agogo la ṣiṣẹ́. Káwọn ọmọ wa tilẹ̀. Káwọn ọmọ wa lẹ̀. That's why they are telling you, mo ti lose ẹyọ kan. Ṣé kìí ti wá lose kejì? Wọ́n máa pa kinní kan. Bóbò ni gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad. Gbogbo ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí on the level yẹn ni kò lè kọjá láàrin 2 to 5 a.m. period.
I asked, I think I was on Ayaminka's platform that day. If Baba is saying this guy died on Monday, ìjọ ọlọ́pẹ́ Baba sẹ́, ìjọ ọ̀dọ̀ Baba receive call ẹ̀.
Àbọ̀ tí Baba receive call ẹ̀. Bàbá fún yín dítẹ̀sì ni, bàbá kọ̀ yọ ọ̀rẹ́ kúrò ní ìgbà tó rí wọ́n ti gbàgbé àgbà
Baba
yẹn.
ever told you one-on-one before on live anyway that Mohbad died on Monday? It is all critical thinkers. They are the one that write that nonsense. Baba kọ Sanshid kọ ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Baba àwọn tó Afẹ́nifẹ́re.
Àti day one Baba ti yọ rẹ̀.
Àwọn tó ń gba forward tó ń try láti gba first.
Paparano. And I disagree with you because Baba told me categorically that Mohbad died on Monday. Yeah, Mohbad ò parọ́.
When Ayaminka.
Is it when you guys were in Abuja?
Yes, now we asked questions and he was answering, and that was when this guy give and slap for neck.
He said he was just playing along, right? Is it that one?
The question about the question that when you went to write your statements to the police, because it must be invited. When the public script, what date did you write your son died?
Baba does not answer straight question. But if you ask a question, you go carry and go Kaduna Kano come back. You go use parable, tontona. The man dey like very smart. That man smart pass calculator himself. If you ask a question,
they're underestimating that man. They think he doesn't know what he's doing. They're underestimating that man.
Smart die.
And when you underestimate him, even Mohbad, when I saw Mohbad seated by Yomi Saturday, I wanted to ask Yomi, when Mama Mohbad was with you in that conference that day, he said something, that made us, we too were streaming, we burst into laughter. He said, Adepe lawyer Damola Mashewo. When you said Damola didn't plead guilty, Adepe want the lawyer Mashewo. You remember?
The point
then
is what she's trying to do there. She was trying to play like she was playing to the gallery, to be honest with you, because I was seated beside them. I saw a body language. I saw Adura's body language, and certainly, even when I was trying to even murmur some certain things to Adura, it got to a stage. Adura was stopping the mother from attacking me, because Adura felt that you will escalate this thing, and something they will get to me. That is what I was able to deduce. Adura has no confession to make other than he made an attempt to say, I want this burden to be shifted away from me. Let them face this woman. It is almost, it can't even be denied again. There are witness accounts that Wunmi fought Mohbad. Penultimate is demise. And there is no way you will look at that originating assumptions, not even assumptions, testimonies, that you'll be treating somebody, fought somebody, and the person fight eventually. Afterwards, even if he sustained injury on the football pitch, after that time, the spouse, the friend, or anybody fought that person, the first person that should be held responsible if the person fight is the person that fought him the last. Are you with me, Paparino? So they cleverly removed the fight between Wunmi and Mohbad. All of them decided to, deny the police this credible information until lately. Spending in the car confirmed to people on social media they were fighting. But what was Spendy's statement to the police? Adura's statement to police, what did he say? What are they saying on social media or the Corona Inquest? So none of them come categorically and say, you fought him. In fact, you people you were fighting, we were hearing loud noise of fighting in the room. And then the next thing we had you. Oh, they did they? And we rushed in, we found this. If they say that, that means the police will arrest directly. But they refuse to say that to the public, to the police. Or if they decide to say, take that off the statement. Or maybe, because there is no way the DPP will have a duplicate of that clear-cut statement and still charge another person. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
That's correct.
So in the absence of all of this, how will the police unravel it? How do you want the DPP to charge the real suspect? So the only thing left is, and whoever is brought into stage, okay, let's go that route. This is the only option. Let's bring in a nurse, act like you did this. Don't worry, you'll be sorted. But my question is, the only way the Baba, until the Baba explain, this is why I did not even go and see the nurse in the set. That is the only time I would not, if I listen to him, that's when I would say, oh, you are not part of the script. Even all your, I am seeking justice, is not part of the script. But for the public to look like, how do we believe all this? My own opinion, they needed one person from the family to act like he's seeking justice. Because if all of them play the role, Adura, Wunmi, all of them are playing, we will suspect immediately that the cause of death happened within the family. Do you understand? Because why the Baba did not go and see the nurse is still a mystery. When you wrote your statement,
yesterday, one established the second nurse in Bo.
Who did you accuse in your statement? So when they now arrested the person, why didn't you go there? Or were you not invited? So why did they keep the nurse for 3 months? Because they were investigating. So if it was my son fought, they said my son fought Prime Boy, and a nurse injected him, and he began to vomit, and they rushed him to hospital, and he was brought in dead. So why would the police say they are investigating for 3 months, and they kept the nurse, and the Baba that wrote the nurse injected my son was not called in to say, Baba, we have arrested the nurse, can you please come in? You are the one that accused the nurse. Abi, how did they get the information about the nurse? If the information about the nurse came from Baba, who is the lead complainant, then why would they not invite him to come back and meet the nurse? So why is he saying that I did not see the nurse for almost 2 years? Until that gray area is explained, that is when I can say, okay, the Baba is not part of his script. Because at the end of the day, the nurse was staged to come and play a role. Or the nurse actually treated Mohbad on the 11th. And what they were explaining actually happened truly. on the 11th, or if the nurse is going to maintain on the 12th, certainly the nurse was staged to come and treat a dead body, so that they will say that is how Mohbad died. That is the only way they say can escape the public and the police to look, or anybody to look another direction, and then we'll set up an inquest, and that will delay the matter. It will save the police and will delay the matter, delay it, and the public will get tired, and then they will give them a verdict. Oh yeah, everybody will go and rest. But now it's failing. New evidence has come out. Bring the real extension of the video. Follow. On the main. And then if we report here, on the bar, on ambush, you want to send me to prison for speaking the truth and fighting for justice. This is a sane society, an insane society rather. So that's where all this thing is flying. So for hour. And then so talking about what they power then what they saw or easy follow look come face room come by because on my change be lo
ani ka so díẹ̀ me ka gbenu ko nbe
mi ò lè sọ díẹ̀ báwo 30 o e wa le be Mr. Jones àbí kí ló te ku
ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó fún èmi ní more suspicion by Mr. Yomi Papariano Tonisco. Till today, I still can't answer that question at the back of my mind. Probably answer it casually in my own mind. I still can't. And then I've been asking so many people about this question for a while now. Nobody have an answer to that question. And the question goes to us, Mr. Yomi, Papariano Tonisco. If you suspected misery in your son's death, why did you go bury him? Because the aim after leaving that house that day was to go bury the child. And then, because I didn't have that answer in my own heart, I felt it is right to ask from the horse's mouth. And I asked from Baba himself, shall I believe at mystery? And he has the confidence to say it is misery. He does. I know he would have seen that question as an harmful question that day, but he didn't think. But he's on here, he would answer.
Okay, you are the one that
said he's a misery. I was the one that asked him. Mo fẹ́ tẹnu bọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn pé kílè tẹ lọ sí mo kàn pé orí afẹ́fẹ́ ẹnu tèmi kọ́ ẹ̀ tí máa gbọ́ àwọn tó bá lọ́gbọ́n wọ́n á mọ̀ tún mọ̀ question. You said it was a misery and you went on to bury him.
He confirmed he saw blood. He confirmed he saw blood. Couldn't she? Somebody said blood, not blood stain. Police said Mohbad bled profusely. Folashade said, I saw blood. I show again to fall. Whenever on the get for Toy, it's the same thing the Baba saw. And then they said he actually died as a result of injection. Báwo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ really profusely ṣe ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀jẹ̀ pẹ̀lú injection.
Àwọn injection kan wà ó máa ń dàbí show 6 inches. Eléyìí tó fi kan Jésù.
Ó máa dàbí ó máa tú ẹ̀jẹ̀ jáde ó máa já vein.
Ó máa tú ẹ̀jẹ̀ jáde ó máa já vein.
Okay.
Probably ìtọ́lú nìyẹn. Because báwo lẹ ṣe máa ní rírí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí wọ́n sọ pé ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ sí
100 times. Àwọn tó wà sọ̀rọ̀.
Nǹkan méjì tó máa jẹ́ kémi exonerate. Baba came out to defend Zomo in a very, very suspicious manner.
Yeah.
Secondly, he didn't go to visit the nurse. Thirdly, you claim you went to complain. He didn't say he went to complain to the police. I went back to his videos. He said he went to collect reports so I can go and bury. Police did not respond. I saw the video at that time when he was speaking his truth.
3 hours. 3 hours.
And police did the right thing then. They thought I was defending police then. They keep saying I defended. I said, no. Our TOT make any sense. You can't go and report, no matter how poor you are, that they buy your son and police will say go.
Ṣé Mohbad ti ẹ̀ kéré ni ọlọ́pàá máa rí pé Mohbad ló wà lẹ́yìn ọkọ̀ wọ́n á dẹ̀ ní àwọn òfin yín ní kíní ẹ lọ sí ọmọ ẹ lọ sí. Ọlọ́pàá yẹn ké ọkọ̀ mọ̀ ọkọ̀ tí Mohbad jẹ́ ni.
Ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi gbogbo yín ẹ kàn bóbò ni. You are making it look like they even gbọ́dọ̀ èèyàn kan. What if they didn't know the police don't know that whether the body was there? Ọkọ̀ sọ wípé àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ nígbà tẹ́pẹ́ ẹ sọ gbàtẹ́pẹ́ wọ́n gbọ́ lọ sí reception. On the park the ambulance is about 2,000 meters away. Honey, we need police report. They might not even tell the police where the body is.
Mr. Yomi, Mr.
Yomi, prayer. According to Celesta and Big Zumo's testimonies or findings, I am saying this because it's a testimony, is what they testified on my page, on their page. Big Zumo, being an officer, went to that same police station, and Celeste confirmed that it was on his live stream. They all saw Pigzu in the station. It was the only time he muted was when he was with the DPO of that station. And the DPO confirmed that Baba came to request for police request. Number one, when Baba get to the station, Baba did not go inside. Baba was seated inside the vehicle. He sent Darosha and Co to go and receive it. For more than hours, he was in the vehicle. When he came, they told him they cannot just give them. They need to go and do investigation of the environment where did something happen. They need to go to the crime scene. And the next thing, before they talk Jackrabbins, Baba don't carry Mohbad cops come up for there. Now then we go there, do find this, and select confirm, and this last time we were there together on my page, say it was on his life. Yes. So now who want they blame police? They offend God. If you blame police, you offend God, because police no be witch to sabi say na Mohbad parents abi siblings be that wey come say they won't collect police report. Baba was not known in anywhere.
No matter how, police will not put his job into dilemma. The moment a policeman realized that is a superstar that died, he will do the right thing.
Superstar matter, bruh. It's like you have to educate the public and let them know that this is it. The moment you complain that somebody is dead or somebody died in a mysterious way and you are reporting to the police, how they will deposit the body in the morgue is no longer the business of whether the family or the complainant. If the police accept your complaint and they go there, they are the one, they know the documents they will use to deposit the body in the morgue, which is the easiest thing the Baba should rely on. I'm here to tell you that I got to my son's house. I saw blood. They said one nurse came to inject my son. I didn't see the nurse. And I want people to look into it because I know somebody must have come in to buy my son. That is, even if he is not suspecting the wife or anybody in the house. Immediately he says that, and they will say, admit this incident, this as a statement. Write your statement. Let's go. Where is it? Tomati complain. Tomati body complain. Police say, where is the body? Why did you remove it from the house? You shouldn't have done that. But all the same, police will pick up their own documents. They will go and deposit it in the morgue. Then they will not go to the house. Let's go to the crime scene. And then they start asking questions. Where is the nurse, Lomabiri? And there is no way the Baba.
Everybody is talking here. If you want to talk. We're not going to be quiet for you. If you have a question, it's not in the comment section you speak. This is a social platform.
And
if you want to be part of it, unmute yourself and speak. Or I will drop you.
And there is no way.
I mean, there's one guy in few there. I don't know whether it's new to TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah,
and there is no way.
I asked for.
There is no way the Baba will write statements.
I just can't speak over people. I'm sorry.
You have to try to do that.
If you say you want to say something,
you can do it.
You can say, can I interject you, please?
Yes, you have
and
to.
And if I want you to, I will say yes. Or if I say, wait for me, you wait. That's how we speak. You understand? We have an assembly there.
We can't be quiet and be boring, So we have to keep it on. So you have to
that's
try
fine.
to.
So let me just finish this so you speak now. And there is no way the Baba will write that kind of a statement if truly the wife and Adura was there. They will ask who was with them in the house. Baba should gladly say, my son, his younger brother was also there. Adura will tell you the police station. Adura will naturally follow them to the station. The Baba will say, now Adura, tell your own statement. What actually happened? Then the police should take it up from there. So who will be that powerful person that will say, all stations said to chase the Baba away, chase me away when I have my son's body? Enjoy the Baba away. Baba told lost to the corner. It's money on. It's money so le jatoy.
Mr. Yomi, fẹ́ béèrè kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Ìgbà yẹn kọ́kọ́ tension mi ma high you see lọ.
Ẹ fún mi ní ọkọ̀ mú jáde nígbà. Mr. Yomi, ẹ jẹ́ wá bínú Mr. Ray. I just want to ask one thing. Just one thing, please.
King of this house talk say he get something wey he wan show you. Make I draw for am. Make you bring am up.
Okay, Mr. Yomi, look at this. Ẹ má bínú question yìí ẹ jọ a lè rí nǹkan kan mú jáde ńbẹ̀. Now ṣe rí ní ìgbà tí Mohbad tí wọ́n gbé lọ hospital tó kú hospital náà bọ̀ tó ti ascertain ti kú hospital, who returned him back home? Ṣé ilé ní mortuary? Is that nothing like going against the law? That ẹ lè mú ẹnì kan nu ọṣẹ kún bẹ́ẹ̀ ta ló dá padà sí
ìyàwó ẹ̀ wá
ẹ̀sìn mortuary?
Ìyàwó náà wà ń bẹ̀. Nurse.
Of course.
Kan mú ṣíkún ní wọ́n bẹ̀.
And they are subject to serious
even the certificate of the medical report that was given, who received it? Why did they use it? What cause of death was written there? Till today, they never sort out that.
The two of you says
they are not serious. They are not serious.
Paparano, let me say this thing now, I beg. After the driver of the jeep came to Inquest, me I see they wonder wetin dey delay Baba Mohbad. The driver of the jeep happens to be a first hand or first class informative.
Mr. Yomi.
You understand? Huh? You hold on, let me come, sir, please. Let me land. I'm going somewhere. Me, I see they talk this thing.
Mr. Yomi, please hold on.
Mr. Yomi promised that I was going to speak.
Wait, my talk now.
I'm not going to take much time.
Wait, more do one by one.
I don't need to do that.
When the driver of the jeep reach that place,
kindly, beautiful people, kindly
go that place.
I'm not gonna be
when he go that place, when the driver of the jeep go that inquest, go talk his own testimony, say, see wetin happen for in front. They come meet am make him carry them go buy medicine that midnight. Say then they shout. Wetin make Baba never restart another fresh case on that man's testimony? Is it not genuine enough? Is that man testimony not genuine enough to restart a fresh?
Because he was there.
No,
can I interject, please? Can I quickly interject, please? I'm not gonna be long.
Madam, I ask question, no interject me. Talk your own. Talk your own.
It has to be decorum. I can speak over people.
Wait. We are hearing you. So
all right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Good morning, everyone, and God bless us. Mr. Yomi, I woke up and got on this platform, and what caught my attention, you said they had meetings over meetings, and you said that the family had meetings regarding how to defraud the members of the public from day one. And I think you shouldn't leave us in the dark. And you know, as a human rights activist that you are, I believe you must have been through some trainings and stuff like that regarding defamation of character. And in the light of that, I would say I wouldn't want you to put the public in darkness, because for you to have said that, you must have indeed an evidence to support your claims. And we all cannot be here being in the dark. So I would really like you to maybe, if you have an evidence, which you probably do. Can I finish, please, my love?
Let me take you to the light. I know where you're going, so you have to leave now.
But would I?
Let me take you to the light. I don't want you to go. It's a shenanigan. I don't want
for you to answer.
Don't drop. You wait and hear your issue. Now the point is this: everything is not what you call defamation. You people don't know what defamation means.
No, break silence. Let her put that question clear so that we can
go. Then you need to be guided, Mr. Yomi. It's okay not to like Mohbad. That is completely okay. But you really need to be guided. Do you have evidence to support the fact?
I'm speaking
about this morning.
Oh, yeah, go on.
You are repeating your question.
I said, can I conclude with my question, please?
Oh, yeah, conclude your question. Go on.
Thank you very much, because we really need to be guided. You're a human rights activist, and you must represent in a way you should be representing.
Now you are judging him. No, Enfi, that's not fair. That's not fair. Don't do it.
That was what I heard him said.
Let ask your question and let him try to provide answers to it.
You don't even have evidence. You're saying don't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. If you have this evidence, show it to us, so we know that this family from day one.
Sorry, what evidence? What evidence?
Intention of defrauding the public, because that's a strong allegation. It is a strong allegation. It is a strong one.
What evidence are you talking about, please?
Basically, this is it. For him to come out on a platform like this to ascertain this, then he must have something that he has seen.
Ascertain what? Don't speak in
to come out to say this to us. Hang on, please.
Sorry,
for him to come out.
Now, Enfi, you have to cooperate so that we can hear you now. We are trying to understand you. Okay. What did you say here right now?
No, please, I'm not insulting you. Don't insult me. I got up and I heard him clearly when he said they had meeting after meeting. And he said from day one, they had a meeting regarding plans to defraud the public. And I feel I don't want to be on this case and not understand what is going on.
Okay.
I don't want to be on a case whereby the family have intention of defrauding me and many other people right from day one.
Can you please let him clarify that? Or I clarify that? I can answer that myself. I've said that several times myself. So Yomi, can you answer that or let me go first?
Now, first thing is this. When the father said, part of the things that got him angry was that there was a meeting that they had. He said it and it's on print. That there was a meeting that he had, and later he realized that there was meeting after meeting. And then, whatever it is that is the meeting that they've had, if it is being played out with what we are seeing, with the fact that, number one, that part of the meeting will have to include them not telling us that at some point, 3 a.m., they rushed out, Mohbad was bleeding, and they rushed out to treat him. The nurse was not there 3 a.m. Was that not part of the meeting? If it's the people that rushed out are now the family. And I don't know the people that were there when Mohbad died.
Do you call that defrauding the government? The public.
That's defrauding, because at the end of the day, they receive the money to fight for justice.
Basically insinuates that
Enfi, can you hold on and listen to answer of your question? Enfi, you have to hold on and listen to the answer of your question.
I am entitled to mine as well.
You have to keep quiet and listen to the answer.
I'm not being rude to anyone here. And please, your gentlemen, speak to me
like a lady. You have to hold on and listen to the answer. Enfi, you have to hold on and listen.
No,
Enfi, you have to hold on and listen to the answer.
Please, I don't want disrespect.
You have to listen.
Let Yomi land. Me, I want to interject Yomi.
Part of the
interjecting Yomi. Let Yomi land.
Part of defrauding the public is that number one, if they have gone to the police to report that something happened to Mohbad, even as we speak, not even any of them before they bury Mohbad, they have gone to report to the police that a nurse came in and injected Mohbad, that he passed. What they did was to tell us, oh, industry gods, so person pied this person. So person was to die because in the place of somebody. And they were receiving grants, thinking that it was an external people that actually pied Mohbad. Meanwhile, all this thing, they knew about it, they didn't tell us. We never knew the nurse was involved from beginning, when the public demanded that Mohbad should be exhumed. Now again, none of them, they were receiving funds from public to support them to seek justice for Mohbad, not knowing that by 3 a.m., Mohbad was actually bleeding. The bleeding profusely was from where? And several other lacunas, several other inconsistencies from them that shows this is an act of fraud. Because anytime you bring up inconsistency, then your credibility will have to be questioned.
Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. The thing is this, right? I can feel from the side of the lady, she's trying to separate Baba Mohbad. Okay, when it comes to like, you know, putting the family together, saying the family are defrauding. If they say Wunmi and the others and could defraud the public, she doesn't have issue with that. But she doesn't think Baba Mohbad was part of it. And I think she's right in some sense, but in another sense, I think Baba Mohbad.
Where was she right?
Yeah, she's
Where was
right.
she right?
Yeah, she's right.
That Baba was telling us, hold on. Baba was receiving from the public.
Let me get some clarity. Please wait. Please wait.
No, before you say that and allude that to somebody, except you know her very well, because if for 2 years Baba, who is receiving from the public, maintained Mohbad died on the 12th, and after almost 2 years, he's saying he's on the 11th. What changed? What did you know made him say he's on the 11th? Is that not fraudulent?
No, please wait. Let us put this clear, okay? I know there are so many things that is going on with that man now. About the same day or a day after Mohbad passed, the first person that made the public understand that there was a nurse that treated Mohbad was Baba Mohbad. Okay, he was the one who was interviewed by those guys in Ikorodu. In fact, he was a suspect. In the beginning, Baba Mohbad didn't have a fan. Okay, we have to be fair. Baba Mohbad was a suspect. Everybody was after him. They wanted to beat him. They were calling him so many names. In fact, that's why Instagram, he has so many haters on Instagram. It is here I fought for that the privilege is enjoying today, right? So people were saying the quick burial of Mohbad, that he quickly buried his son, that he knows something about his son. In fact, they were saying Cubana chief priest had sent 4 million before Mohbad's death to his account. So all of those allegations was on him. So Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and Baba Mohbad were the 3 people that people were dragging everywhere, right? Wunmi never came out to tell us the truth, what she witnessed. Baba didn't witness the nurse there. Baba was only told that nurse came to that house. So we understand that part of him. But later on, when we built up a team around him, he was supposed to use this team and our front to investigate the death of his son. But it never happened that way. What we are all seeing today.
And what do you call that?
That's what we're all seeing today is a case of the fraud. It's a case of fraud. And that's what I want to have.
What are we talking about?
No, I want to have her there, please. Wait, let me engage her. Enfiu, can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you, okay.
Yes. Can you pay a pathology, okay, and not be able to see the result of what you pay for? Does that make sense?
Well, that's not why I'm here. Basically,
no.
This is what I'm going to say.
That is not fair now. You see, you're not being fair. I'm trying to have you one-on-one. You ask me the question.
I'm here for a reason.
I accuse Baba of fraud. For example, I say Baba is a fraud. Okay, so can you prove me wrong? I want to engage you on that. So
How
far right
can I
now,
prove you wrong? For me to prove anything, I need to have an evidence. Basically, this is my point.
Let's discuss about it so that you can understand.
You know, people were saying let him talk, but they didn't let me finish with my summation.
It's not about submission. We want to iron out.
Even if you say,
you don't want to solve problems. You don't want to solve problems. You have to face me. Ask me my proof. Let me ask you why you're saying what you're saying.
I need to be given the chance to speak also.
Speak about what? I mean, you're just making narrative. We want to get the point by point.
Then it means I can go ahead. Okay, thank you for your time. I just can't go ahead with this because you won't let me finish. You won't let me express myself.
You know, we're analyzing way forward right now.
But I came up for a reason. You need to let me speak. You will let me conclude before they interjected me.
Who is the family? Ask her who is the family.
Who is the family?
What is the definition of a family?
Yes.
Can I just finish up, please?
Yeah, let's hear. Okay. Yeah,
believe me, I always like to give foreigners chances because this seems to be a little bit behind in this case. So I want them to be part of this case. But they are not. You guys are not helping us. We are not just wasting our time here. We are right in this country. We are right in the system. Right? We can't be here fighting all our life, and at the end of the day, like it's about something that is flimsy, that doesn't even make sense.
I think you guys don't even understand what I'm trying to talk about because I see you're going completely a different way.
Engage me. Can you do that? Let us make it point by point. Bring out a point and let's iron the point.
Yeah, let's give her 1 minute.
You will let me
finish. Give her 1 minute. Go on. Speak on.
Okay, so this is the point I'm coming from because it looks like we are going different directions. So basically, I've been privileged to listen at different times to what Mr. Yomi has had to say about Mohbad's dad. And some of them, I don't know if he has evidence for them.
Mention them, please. Mention them so we can clarify. Mention them.
A whole lot I can think about right now.
Mention one by one. Don't say many things. This is where we have problem. Don't just say many.
Can I finish
point by point? Anything you mention, will clear it.
Before you interject, please.
Mention one, then let's clear it.
Bring instance.
Okay. You know, for instance, he has said, like he knows the things he has said and everyone knows. I'm not able to bring all of that now. I'm just basically, that has led me to come up to ask questions regarding.
Okay, can you please let us continue with the way forward? Can you please, we are trying to respect you.
Okay, the way forward is this, Mr. Yomi, I don't have any problem with you, but I just want you to understand that your position here as a human rights activist, please, if you don't have any evidence to support what you're saying.
What you are saying,
this girl, even myself,
oh my goodness.
This girl come here to attack you. She don't come here to come talk.
But she's still not making sense.
She must be a Wumi fan. She must be a Wumi fan. She's acting like Baba fan.
She's still not making any sense.
Yeah. She must be a Wumi fan. She can't defend Baba.
My network is on blinking.
You know what they do? They will sit down.
She's not even Baba fan.
They will now say one person. They will now say one person.
I asked a question earlier. This girl interjected herself.
Please.
Can we continue on my question? I asked a question. I said the driver is a first-hand informative, like it's a first-class information because he was there. He's a first-class testifier, right? He was there. It happens in his present, and he had everything that happened there. My question is, it's been 3 weeks. They did this. In 2 weeks, they did that interview with that man in the inquest. What happened until date? They have not picked that case from that man's perspective. Why are we still silent on that man's perspective? Thank you. That's my question.
Very quickly, Mr. Me, before you go up, Paparano, please give me the floor. Yinka, as if you knew what I was about to come in with. Exactly what I was bringing on the table. You just went there, but let me corroborate you. Let me just add to it. Mr. Yomi, what can we bring out from the driver's statement? So, because the case is not open to us, and somebody said, don't blame the police. 200%. Me blame the police for this matter. 201%.
We have talked about this thing. It's very simple. Driver said he was informed. Okay. Driver said he was informed that Mohbad died about 11 to 12 a.m. So there should be a petition against everybody, against what the driver has said. The driver will be a witness to that statement. That's why I say many things that
witness to
how I know how inquest is done. You know me? How I know how inquest is done. Police were supposed to be in the inquest. The way inquest is done. Police, give me 1 minute, please. Police were supposed to be in the inquest. Where, because you must have spoken to the police before speaking the coroner inquest. You must have had a statement with them. Your statement will now be forwarded to the inquest. It will be adopted as your statement, which they will share to everybody, which they will ask you questions based on. So police will also be at the inquest. Whenever there's any changes, police will record those people back for investigation. Police never yield investigation to any authority.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. That police can't investigate even in the way where, even in the sense that police is not even investigating, the lawyer who understand the duty of the police supposed to look at some good reasonable point there and use it to petition those individuals to make sure police will investigate them. Police can go deeper than the inquest, because even if coroner want to do anything, coroner will still use police to investigate. So you should be using them to create more clarity, to help the coroner, not to put the police out of this case completely. But they're not doing that. They are underestimating the police. They don't even want to hear police. They are only focused on inquest. Inquest only is just to find cause of death. They won't catch all the criminals for you. They are not there to dictate who are all the criminals. They are only there to find what they can use to represent what killed Mohbad, to form a certificate for Mohbad as official cause of death. They are there to find what is the cause of death. Every other person, how it happened, who was there, they are not going to go there. It is the police who is criminally trained to do that, to suspect people, detain them, and probably to punish them, to charge them to court. So this also
the question, Paparano, this is a very simple thing. Baba got to the house, saw Mohbad already embalmed. Are you with me?
Mr. Yomi, please, let me interject you, please. I'm very sorry, sir. Leave this Baba on one corner. Let's focus on this driver. If this driver told police this story,
that's where I'm going now.
If driver told any
okay, well, let Yomi land first. Listen. Wait, Rotimi, let him land.
We have the floor. My network is bad where I am, please. My network is bad. It will come in now. If the driver told this juicy story to the police before now, Babano, and he's telling the public in the front of the courts that this is what happened to Mohbad, he is a witness to everybody, against everybody in the house. Why won't police act on this driver story?
Why is the Baba lawyer to not write a petition?
Understand.
That's what we are saying. Baba
again, Yomi coming now.
It's not about even Yomi answer or not. They want us to go down. That's their fixed solution. They are just trying to see whether public will come down. They have fixed their solution and nothing else. Let Yomi land in this point.
Who's it? The old bone of contention, all this old stuff started from the fact that you came into the house. Because don't forget that everybody in that house, I mean everybody that was there when Mohbad actually died, did not report to the police. And eventually they waited for somebody to take a decision. And the person naturally is two things. Before you take the body to the station, it's either you are left, you were not told anything, or you were told something. Do you understand what I'm saying, Papa Lino? What happened to my son? I found him embalmed. I'm seeing blood. What happened? Now, the question now is this. If what the Baba was told, because none of you have asked that, what statement was written to the police, Baba? Not the police that they rejected him, allegedly. I know certainly at some point, before the Corona inquest was initiated, before Corona will come in, police must have finished investigation. That is a standard practice. Now, what did the Baba tell the police? Now, if Baba said, I was not told anything, I just found my son embalmed. Are you with me? I found my son embalmed. I asked what caused the blood. They didn't tell me. Is it possible they did not tell what caused the blood? Ask yourself. If they did not tell him what caused the blood, then why did you go and bury?
I said injury already. They told him injury. Minor injury.
Injury that the Baba saw the hand. Are you I looked at that hand and I saw the hand. Don't forget that before even Baba, after the Olokpashe sọ pé Mohbad bled profusely, who gave the police information that Mohbad bled profusely? That information was
Baba has even soaked full of blood. He has soaked cloth soaked with blood. But
I'm even saying that police, what police was corroborating was seen by Baba before. And if you saw bleeding profusely and you saw blood,
you saw full of blood, yeah, soaked cloth soaked with blood. Let's put it correctly.
Soaked with blood, and not him seeing it alone. For Folashade to have seen it too means the wife must have seen it. Now the question now is this: you now saw all this, and you want justice, but you went to go and bury. How does that correlate? How does that look like you're speaking the truth?
You know that statement?
Now, the question now is this. I need you to establish to me what would be the rationale? Who forced him to bury while he's still looking for justice?
Mr.
Why
Yomi,
he still wants to know?
can I interject you a little bit? Mr. Yomi, can I interject you a little bit? Papariano and the platform. I just discovered that you know that poisoning, right? It comes with vomiting and discomfort of the chest, and also urinating, and also
irritating.
You pee. Yeah, you pee and stop. Okay, for the bearing that you are talking about, I just what we are searching for is the truth, right? But according to the corona inquest, we are all heard that there was a death certificate given to one of these people. First, they said it was Darosha, and another one we heard that it was the lawyer, and another one we have heard that it was DJ Bami that was giving. So our question should be now: did DJ Bami produce the death certificate to know if, because they didn't take a death certificate to the police station, and according to a Darosha post that he posted on this thing, he said that when they went to the morgue, Ikorodu morgue told them that the place is full. So because they didn't want to sleep with they didn't want to leave the body there, they all had to stay there, including Wunmi, Baba Mohbad, and everybody else. The only person that wasn't there was Mama Mohbad, according to that Instagram post. So we will judge, but let us analyze. We will analyze fairly. So to me, right, it's because they didn't produce, they didn't give that. I think these people, I think what happened was that if the wife is talking about, allegedly, if the wife came up and was talking about poisoning, and knowing that the body would maybe getting in the morgue, and maybe all those things that were flying around saying, and this thing, what do you call it? He was beaten by Naira Marley and Sam Larry, that picture that they printed out there. Maybe the reason why they kept that death certificate from the Baba, because they wanted for him to be buried by all costs. They wanted for him to be buried by all costs. Maybe allegedly due to a poisoning. Because that's the only way it would make sense to me, that you would keep a death certificate from the police. Because if they went to report and they did not present that death certificate by Pyramid Hospital or whatsoever hospital that gave them that death certificate, it means that they were hiding something about that body. That body, there was something about that they were hiding.
Mr. Yomi, can we also push through for this for phone forensic? Okay. Because this is the first time a case of Mohbad is strange that police is refusing to carry out phone forensic, because phone forensic could even put answer to all this our analysis and questions. Because if all of them have already told us that he died on Tuesday, and okay,
Rotimi, you didn't hear what I was saying.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you.
Mr. Yomi, wait, let me play this short video. It's just a short something so that everybody will see what this thing says.
The first thing you noticed is the patient.
Let's bring it back.
Let's take a case scenario where a patient with a history of ingestion of unknown chemical is brought into the emergency room. The first thing you noticed is the patient is having an altered sensorium with profuse lacrimation and salivation. You start examining and you notice the pupils, which are constricted bilaterally, and they are pinpoint. So, what is the first guess you would take as an attending physician? Yes, there is a very high probability that this is a case of organophosphate poisoning. Organophosphate poisoning is a medical emergency, and diagnosis is strictly clinical. Now, the patient is complaining of tightness of the chest and on auscultation, found wheezing sounds. When you took history, you found out that he had continuous vomiting, loose motions, urination, and GI distress in particular.
You see? You see what it says?
About this organophosphate.
Yes.
Please, 1 minute. I just want to pull in this story, and you guys can find it.
Only continue solo.
The line of shaking that kekesa so. To you
get back to what you were saying. I just wanted to show you guys this.
Hold on. Before he said he's done. This is it, and we have to understand, and it's very direct. If you are a complainant, you saw blood, they embalmed your son without your consent. You are angry for so many things. If you are reporting to the police, or if you are going to be invited to come and give a complaint, and the action that preceded after you saw blood, your son was embalmed unconventionally without your consent, is to go and bury the same son. How can that person turn out to be a complainant? So at the end of the day, you people are not reasoning. And they came to tell you they went to complain to the police. And the person keeps avoiding the police without missing words. I am going to say this categorically. If you are a legitimate complainant, picture, this boy is not even a Muslim. Number two, the circumstance you are angry about, that you want the police to investigate, is that this is how you found your son. This is the situation. It was embalmed. That means he suspected people in the house. And you only went to one police station. And then you went ahead to go and bury. And then you turn back and say, now the police did not do their job. I complained to them. You complained to them about what? If you complained the first time, who pushed you to go and bury?
Baba said he never suspected anybody. He said it in the beginning. I think that public are the one pushing the narrative for Baba complaint. Baba suspect anybody. Then he just tuned into that. Baba never said he complained. They only went there to get. They went there to get police report to. What they went there, see what happened. Baba said it. Let me repeat this. Baba said when they asked for police report so they can go keep Mohbad in the morgue, and they told them that the rightful police station to give them police report is the one close to Mohbad house, and they should take Mohbad back there and get the police report.
That is the original thing that happened.
And that's the right way it's done. That's the right way it's done.
Where we have been deceived. That now they twisted the oath.
No, he later suspected Ali now. He later suspected Ali Paparano. He suspected Ali.
That is where
so where is that coming from?
I'm even going to get to the Ali later.
That is where Joseph Aloba committed the crime.
I'm talking about the fact that if you claim you did not suspect anybody, so why did you say you went to go and report to the station? If there is no suspicion, there is no complaint. So which one are we going to pick?
You know, that's exactly. That, right? Somebody matter friend. What happened when they were taking the body to Ikorodu for burial? Don't forget, look at what happened there. When Baba came to that house, Baba went upstairs. According to Bogi saying, he was informed that there was blood, whatever. He came back downstairs. When he came back downstairs, we are meant to understand, okay, through this statement that I've always been playing there. Let me play it once again so that we can hear by evidence. I don't want to say what I can't provide. Let me play it so you all can hear this. A minute. So let me take this.
You don't have speaker.
Can you hear this?
Last one, sir. Ẹjọ́ ṣé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí Mohbad ṣe aláìsí ẹjọ́ ṣé ẹ pe lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀rí ẹ wá béèrè wípé gbogbo properties ẹ̀ àbí ẹ.
1 minute, let me off this.
Don't you understand, Rotimi?
Just please wait.
All this was guys.
If you really want to help Mohbad, right? We will remove sentiment of whether Baba
is not the right place to ask for.
Let me play this. This will guide us.
Okay, go on.
This will guide us, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Because they were saying the man was shocked. How can you be shocked and be asking for property and be fighting lawyer over property in that same spot?
So, we should come and last one sir ẹ jọ ṣé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí Mohbad ṣe aláìsí ẹ jọ ṣé ẹ pe lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀ rí kẹ wá béèrè wípé gbogbo properties ẹ̀ àbí ẹ pe anybody nù wọn wípé kán jọ mọ́tò ẹ̀ àti gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀ abẹ́ ẹ pe meeting pé ká máa bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín pé ẹ fẹ́ ṣe meeting lórí property lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó kú.
sà nígbà tí ó kú ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi sà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
nígbà tí ó kú ní ọjọ́ yẹn gangan because ó jẹ́ ẹ̀dùn ọkàn fún mi pé ọmọ yìí ilẹ̀ kan ṣoṣo tí mo mọ̀ wọ́n ni but bó ṣe dé láti tún ọ̀rọ̀ sọ pé dájú mi wọ́n ti ra rẹ̀ lórúkọ lẹ́hàmù ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dùn ló fi sáré sọ fún mi pé dájú mi wọ́n ti rí ilẹ̀ tí mo tún ní kan sọ wọ́n máa lọ forúkọ lẹ́hàmù sí i bó ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn fún mi nígbà tí mo gbọ́ pé lọ́ọ̀yà nílé yìí bàbá àwọn kí wọ́n bí ìrànwọ́ lọ́yà ìgbé ẹjọ́ ṣé ọmọ bíi títú plot wà.
bàbá lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó kú ní gbọ́
ẹ̀lọ́ sà mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ lọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀lọ́ bàbá because bàbá ẹ̀lọ́.
Listen, so there's one guy they call Ishak, okay? Because that guy came to my platform. Usually, you know what they do on their platform? They stay there, they cause people.
I even want them to drag me.
Just 1 minute. Let me just play this, okay? Just 1 minute, okay? So what they do on their platform, they only sit down there and curse people who are working, tirelessly every day. They sit down and start cursing people. So this particular guy came on my platform and he was engaged in a certain way that there's some certain truths that were brought to him. The next day, Baba was live and he got there. Those things that were asked to him here, he put it straight to Baba. And Baba, for the two questions he put to Baba, Baba made me to understand for the first time what I never understood. Some certain accusation that has been on all this while. One thing that Baba made us understand was that he's used to bringing us home to treat his children. Okay? And secondly, that same day that Mohbad passed, that him and the lawyer, they had issue with Mohbad property. So now this is a man who Mohbad has bought one plot of land to. The land which he ended up burying Mohbad, which that one was in his position. When Mohbad was alive, there was already an argument going on. There was a development that Mohbad had this thing. Mohbad told him that he went to a show, he came back, he gave them money to buy land, they went to put the baby name. So that was already sealed when Mohbad was alive. That they had that, but that was sealed. That had been settled when Mohbad was alive. Mohbad died. You came there that same night. You went upstairs, you saw blood. You came down, you saw Mohbad on the side of the stairs. The next thing you start fighting lawyer over property. Now, let's put this in perspective. What was the main reason? What was the main reason for him to even ask about land that moment? Was not to bury Mohbad. If not to bury Mohbad, is to inherit. It is either two of them. It is either to bury Mohbad or to inherit it, which is very wrong. Let's even say to bury Mohbad. Let's even say to bury Mohbad. It means right there, that moment, the man didn't want to challenge that death. He has decided to bury Mohbad. So they might have been on their way. They might have been on their way, driving to the morgue or driving to go bury Mohbad, straight to go bury Mohbad. Then someone might have suggested that.
You are correct.
Yes, someone might have suggested that as we are going, we are not safe. Let us branch police and get police. In a suggestion that let's branch police and get a report. So when they got there, they told police, we want a report, right? And those ones, they saw the father, they saw the wife, they saw the mother, they saw everything. They don't have, the police itself will not suspect anything, right? Now, police told them the right thing, that you can get a report. Where are you guys coming from? Far away. You can get a report in the police station close to that house. That's the only right thing to do. Take the body back there where you can get a report. They didn't do that. They already have a mind. They already have a mind to bury the body. So they went straight to Ikorodu. According to Baba Mohbad, in his own words, right?
Oh, somebody's even writing after 2 million from Davido. They even received money for burial from Davido.
After 2 million.
In that same house.
The 2 million was to, sort out themselves to bury Mohbad. Although, so we understand where that one is coming from. But we can dig that. We can dig deep. Only if we know that this man was precious.
That's fraudulent.
That's what I said. We can dig deep. That money was paid, and he said he should give it to Darusha, right? Because he said it, and Darusha has corroborated that. That money was sent by Baba spoke to Davido that night. Davido told the PA that was there to send them 2 million. And Baba told that PA, send it to Darusha, who is Mohbad PA, and it was sent to Darusha. So later on, Darusha bought for the 3,000 casket from that 2 million, right? And after they buried Mohbad in the whatever for the 3,000, they were pricing the casket. Right, for the 3,000, the price is down for 3,000. So later on, after they buried Mohbad, Darusha said he transferred 1 million to Baba to put block on top of the place. So Baba was now the one who contracted somebody to come and put block. So they shared their money.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Tell you get the hand. But this is not where I'm going, because I know not everybody has this whole story the way it is. So this man, I'm still believing that this man didn't just bury Mohbad. There are some powers that force this man to bury Mohbad that are protecting him today that is not mentioned. He's not mentioning them.
I'm very skeptical about that 2 million because he enabled that environment for the burial.
Public never knew.
You are yet to tell us. You are yet to tell us how can we go about this home forensic. I want to hear that part.
You have to bring up. There have to be an argument. There have to be one. The police can do it by themselves. Don't forget, they have
phone forensic will come up. Rotimi, phone forensic will come up. We're about to start when they took the case back to Panti.
And the 3 seconds video too is there that can trigger it.
Yes, and I, as at yesterday, I still spoke to the OC of that department. He acknowledged. Okay, noted. He's saying noted. I'm waiting. Commissioner of Police, despite the fact that I still communicated him. Emi ò dẹ̀ nígbà. Irú eléyìí tó ń bá mi pò lórí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá yìí gan. Mo fẹ́ kó gbé èṣù yẹn wá, kó gbé súnmọ́ mi. Statement bàbá yẹn máa jáde. A máa lọ court.
Mr. Ami, that means you can bring in. Mr. Ami, before you go on, that means the driver phone is also important. Because
if they don't drag me into the case, I won't be able to dig deep. Rotimi,
because it could be a corroborative evidence. I'm coming, sir. It could be a corroborative evidence to you because you already have the 3 seconds video, okay? But bringing the driver narration that this is what happened, and they've already told me before 12 noon that this guy is gone, okay? Now the wife coming on TV to say he died on Tuesday after the nurse came 2:30. That was the story of the police, and now the driver has said that no, there is a lapses here, and the best way to even remove these lapses or aggregate lapses is phone forensic. Simple. Driver, bring your phone.
Baba, bring your phone. But don't forget another thing.
Police is not doing this.
The only way they can do it is if Paparano or myself is dragged into a case in an allegation. Or we want to put it is that way.
See, do you know that if a petition is written against Mohbad for the quick burial of Mohbad, that will open so many things.
Well, I know, but that one, let me tell you why that one. You know why that one will not surface quickly. It's better that even the Baba initiates a case.
No, he won't do that. Baba won't do that. They won't do that.
Wait,
Mr. Yomi, that
see what they can do. That's what they can do here. Maybe they can petition anybody on defamation on minor cases. They'll be very careful.
Because if you write against Baba that why did you go and bury? It is a criminal offense that the police will have to look at it and say, number one, before we charge the case to court, are we not meant to charge Baba in the first place? I get what I'm saying. So police will be dodging. But the moment he is the one that brought the case to the police, and police accept to investigate, the cocoa of the matter is let's go to court. So that it can be established who should be charged and who should not be charged. So the original statement, tí Baba come by and let my share because the lawyer will be able to recall and say, for us to establish our case, we need this leader.
Let me get this clear now. Mr. Ami, let me get this clear now, okay? What you are saying now indirectly is that nobody can push for phone forensic of everybody involved in this matter. Is that what you're saying? Even you
the only way I can push is number one, the one that concerns me, which is still ongoing now, Adura and Damola. If, however, police which I know, In the course of the investigation, if they want to do their job, they will now proceed. They will extend it themselves. It's a natural process of investigation because Adura or Damola will indict somebody because they have already written a confessional statement. Even if Damola is one, let's assume it's Damola that shouted me up. The cocoa of the matter is the video that Damola used has been with Adura for a long time. So Adura is accessory after the fact. And one way or the other, the best way to retrieve the video, if Damola claims that he has deleted it, it is not Damola's phone. It is not Damola's iCloud. Certainly, it is Adura's iCloud. By going through Adura's iCloud, the first phone forensic will be done on Adura. Then Adura will now say, okay, now that we've seen what is in the video, they will now go and bring the next, all the people they find in that video, extension of the video. And then phone forensic will be done on those ones. Then it will now go to other people in the house. That is how investigation will start picking this one, drag this one in. But police at Zone 2 already initiated that. Suddenly, I was ambushed. But that is not the end of it. I am still a complainant. They wanted to defraud me with that video. And my 3 million was at stake. My mental health at stake. And I have so many, they even went to even say I am defaming him when there is no defamation there. So at the end of the day, with his defamation, with everything, I want to look at Baba Adasi. Judge Baba Adasi.
Mr. Yomi, I need to read you. Now, if the driver stated this story of he heard the news 9 a.m. and 12 a.m. respectively, or 12 noon, and police still put it in their report that the nurse came in 2:30, without investigating the driver or do forensic to even look at the story of the driver. That means from the beginning, police have compromised this matter